The first light of dawn breaks over a wild, untamed world. The earth is still young, forests breathe mist, rivers roar with life, and creatures of every kind walk the plains. The air is thick with the scent of rain, blood, and survival. This is not the world you know. This is Earth, 1.8 million years ago. From the shadows of the tall grass, a young woman emerges. Her name is Uru. Her body is scratched and bruised, her eyes fierce yet tired. In her arms, she carries a small child, barely 2 years old. Around her neck hangs a stone pendant, the last memory of her tribe, now gone. Just hours ago, her camp was attacked by another group of humans, rival hunters desperate for food and territory. The screams, the fire, the chaos, all still echo in her mind. Now, she walks alone, across a land filled with predators, storms, and silence. She has only one goal: survive one more day. The burning sun. The savanna stretches endlessly before her, dry grass swaying in the hot wind. The sun blazes high, unforgiving. Her bare feet burn on the earth, her stomach twists with hunger. She glances at her child, his eyes wide, searching for comfort she cannot give. Uru remembers her tribe's old teaching: follow the birds, where they fly, life waits. She looks up. A circle of vultures moves slowly in the distance. Where there are vultures, there is food, or death. She approaches carefully. The smell hits her first, sharp and sour. A zebra lies half-eaten, its ribs glistening in the heat. Flies buzz over it, and the ground is stained dark. Uru hesitates, but hunger doesn't wait. She grabs a sharp stone and cuts a strip of meat. She chews slowly, feeding her child first. The taste is terrible, but life doesn't care for taste, it only demands strength. Then, from behind her, a deep growl rolls through the air. She freezes. Two glowing eyes appear in the grass, a lioness, thin but deadly. Uru tightens her grip on her stick. The child clings to her chest, trembling. She stands tall, lifts her arms, and roars back, a raw, desperate sound that carries through the plains. The lioness steps closer, her muscles coiling to pounce. Uru smashes her stick on the ground, screams again, louder this time, a sound born from pain, fire, and fury. For a tense moment, the world stops. Then, the lioness turns away, disappearing into the grass. Uru's knees give out. She collapses, clutching her son to her heart. She has survived again, but the day is far from over. The river and the snake. By noon, her throat burns. The world shimmers with heat. Somewhere nearby, she hears the faint sound of water. Hope surges. She limps toward the sound until she reaches a riverbank, white and slow-moving, its surface glistening like glass. She kneels and drinks greedily, splashing cool water on her face. But as her son leans forward to drink, something moves in the mud. A hiss. A massive python slides from the reeds, its eyes fixed on them. The creature moves silently, its scales glinting under the sun. Uru freezes. She remembers her mother's words: snakes see fear. Be still like stone. The python inches closer. Her heart hammers in her chest. She slowly picks up a nearby branch, her hands trembling. The snake coils, ready to strike. In a single motion, Uru swings the branch hard, once, twice, 3 times, hitting its head. The python thrashes violently, then slithers back into the river, disappearing beneath the surface. Uru falls to her knees, shaking, whispering to her child, we live another day. The storm. Clouds gather on the horizon, dark and heavy. The wind shifts, carrying the scent of rain and fear. Uru hurries toward a cluster of rocky hills. The sky breaks open with thunder. Lightning flashes across the plains. And rain crashes down in sheets. She finds shelter in a shallow cave. The storm howls outside, shaking the earth. Her son cries, cold and frightened. Uru gathers dry grass and broken sticks from the cave floor. Her tribe's greatest secret flickers in her mind: fire. She strikes 2 stones together. Once, twice. A spark dies. She tries again. Her hands bleed, her breath ragged. Then, a flicker of orange light. She leans close, shielding it from the wind, whispering softly like she's speaking to a spirit. The spark catches. Flames rise. The cave glows with warmth, chasing the cold away. Her son's sobs turn to laughter. The sound fills the space, a tiny voice against the roar of the storm. Uru smiles through her tears. She knows, she has done something divine. She has created life from stone. The night of memories. As the storm fades, stars bloom across the sky. The air smells of wet earth and smoke. Uru sits beside the fire, watching the flames dance. She remembers her mate, Kale, strong, fearless, lost in the attack. She remembers her mother's songs, her tribe's laughter, the nights of peace. But she also remembers their stories, stories of the first humans who learned to walk upright, who carved stones into tools, who fought beasts far stronger than themselves. They believed that every dawn was a second chance, a gift from the spirits of the earth. She hums softly, a lullaby passed from mother to daughter. The world is cruel, but the sun returns. The night is long, but hearts must burn. Her child falls asleep in her arms. The fire crackles. Outside, the night is alive, hyenas laugh in the distance, snakes hiss in the dark, and somewhere, lions roar at the moon. But inside the cave, there is warmth. There is life. The dawn of tomorrow. Morning breaks again. The rain has washed the plains clean. The air feels new. Uru steps out of the cave, her son wrapped in a hide. Far away, a thin column of smoke rises, maybe another group of humans, maybe danger, maybe hope. Fear tugs at her heart. She could stay hidden, safe for a while. But she knows, life never stays still. The world moves forward only because the brave dare to step. She takes a deep breath, looks at the rising sun, and starts walking. Each step takes her closer to the unknown, but also closer to a new beginning. And as she walks into the light, across the wild earth that will one day hold cities, towers, and dreams, Uru becomes more than just a survivor. She becomes a symbol of every mother, every fighter, every human who ever refused to give up. Because the story of Uru is the story of us all. Every fear she faced, every fire she lit, every breath she fought for, led to who we are today. So how did prehistoric humans survive a single day? Not through strength alone, not through tools or weapons, but through love, courage, and the unbreakable will to see another sunrise. Uru's story isn't just history, it's the heartbeat of humanity itself.